Beloved souls, children of the earth, keepers of the ancient light that burns eternal within your hearts. Something magnificent is stirring in the cosmic tapestry above us. The universe itself is preparing to unveil its greatest gift to humanity, a divine orchestration that has been written in the stars for millennia, waiting for this exact moment in time to unfold. October 2025 marks not merely another month in the calendar of human existence, but the sacred threshold into an entirely new era of consciousness, peace, and unprecedented prosperity. We stand at the precipice of the most extraordinary transformation our world has ever witnessed. The veil between dimensions grows thin, and the cosmic frequencies that have been building like a symphony in the heavens are finally ready to cascade down upon our beautiful planet Earth. This is the dawn of the true Age of Aquarius. Not a distant promise or mystical concept, but a living, breathing reality that begins to manifest in October 2025. For 15 magnificent years, from 2025 to 2040, humanity will experience what can only be described as a golden age of awakening, healing, and divine abundance. The chaos, division, and fear that have gripped our world for so long are preparing to dissolve like shadows before the rising sun. The old paradigms of separation, scarcity, and control are crumbling beneath the weight of a new cosmic truth that cannot be contained or suppressed. This new truth carries within it the very essence of who we truly are as divine beings having a human experience. And it calls us home to our authentic power, our innate wisdom, and our boundless capacity for love and creation. What makes this moment so profoundly significant is that it represents the culmination of thousands of years of spiritual evolution. A great turning of the cosmic wheel that aligns us with the highest frequencies of light and love the universe has to offer. The Aquarian energy that begins to flood our world in October 2025 is unlike anything humanity has experienced in recorded history. It carries within it the codes of transformation, the blueprints of a new Earth, and the activation keys that will unlock human potential on levels we can barely imagine. Aquarius, the sacred water bearer of the zodiac, stands as one of the most mystical and transformative signs in all of astrology. This is not merely an astrological symbol but a living archetype of divine consciousness that governs innovation, brotherhood, higher intelligence, and the most profound humanitarian energies our universe contains. When we speak of the Age of Aquarius, we are speaking of a time when these celestial frequencies become the dominant force shaping human experience. Consciousness, and reality itself, the water bearer pours forth not ordinary water, but the liquid light of divine wisdom, the nectar of universal truth, and the sacred elixir of awakened consciousness. This cosmic water carries within it the power to heal what has been wounded, to illuminate what has been hidden in darkness, and to unite what has been separated by fear and misunderstanding. Aquarius energy is the great liberator, the cosmic revolutionary that breaks down artificial barriers and opens pathways to previously unimaginable possibilities. Under the influence of Aquarius, human consciousness undergoes a fundamental transformation that touches every aspect of our existence. The rigid structures of the old world, built upon hierarchy, competition, and scarcity, begin to give way to new forms of organization based on cooperation, mutual support, and the recognition that we are all interconnected threads in the grand tapestry of life. This is the energy of true brotherhood and sisterhood, where the artificial divisions of race, nationality, religion, and social status dissolve in the face of our shared humanity and divine heritage. Innovation flows like a mighty river during Aquarian influence, bringing forth technological breakthroughs, scientific discoveries, and creative solutions that seemed impossible under the limitations of previous ages. But this innovation is not driven by the ego or the desire for profit and control, as it has been in the past. Instead, it emerges from a place of deep wisdom and compassion, guided by the understanding that true progress must serve the highest good of all life on Earth. Technology begins to work in harmony with natural systems rather than against them, creating abundance without destruction, connection without manipulation, and advancement without leaving anyone behind. The humanitarian spirit of Aquarius awakens within millions of hearts simultaneously, creating a global network of lightworkers, healers, teachers, and visionaries who are called to serve the transformation of our world. This is not organized through traditional institutions or power structures, but through the invisible threads of synchronicity, intuitive guidance, and soul recognition that connect all beings who are aligned with the highest truth. The age of waiting for someone else to save us or fix our problems comes to an end, replaced by the empowering realization that we are the ones we have been waiting for, and that each of us carries within us the power to contribute to the healing and elevation of human consciousness. Freedom becomes more than a political concept during the Aquarian age. It becomes a state of consciousness, a way of being that recognizes the sovereign nature of every soul while understanding that true freedom can only exist when all beings are free. This paradox resolves itself through the wisdom of the heart, which knows that what serves the collective good ultimately serves each individual, and what serves the individual from a place of love and wisdom ultimately serves the collective good. As we turn our attention to the cosmic mechanics behind this great transformation, we must understand that October 2025 represents a convergence of astrological influences so rare and powerful that it occurs perhaps once in several thousand years. The planets themselves are aligning in configurations that create what astrologers call a cosmic gateway, a portal through which higher dimensional energies can flow into our three-dimensional reality with unprecedented clarity and force. Saturn, the great teacher and cosmic architect, moves into a position that supports the establishment of new structures based on wisdom rather than fear, creating stable foundations for the Aquarian vision to manifest in practical reality. Saturn's influence during this time is not the harsh taskmaster of old paradigm thinking, but the wise elder who helps us build something beautiful and lasting from the ashes of what no longer serves. The lessons Saturn brings are no longer about limitation and restriction, but about the joy of creating form from divine inspiration, of giving structure to the dreams of the heart, and of manifesting heaven on earth through patient, loving effort. Neptune, the planet of divine inspiration, spiritual awakening, and transcendent love, dances in harmony with the Aquarian frequencies, dissolving the veils of illusion that have kept humanity trapped in cycles of suffering and separation. Neptune's influence heightens our intuitive abilities, opens our hearts to universal love, and helps us remember our true nature as spiritual beings temporarily wearing physical form. Under Neptune's gentle guidance, the boundaries between self and other, between individual consciousness and cosmic consciousness, become beautifully blurred, allowing us to experience the unity that has always existed beneath the surface of apparent separation. Jupiter, the great benefactor and expander of consciousness, amplifies every positive quality of the Aquarian energy, ensuring that the gifts of this new age reach every corner of the earth and every human heart that is open to receive them. Jupiter's blessings during this time include not only material abundance and prosperity, but also the expansion of our capacity for joy, wonder, creativity, and love. Jupiter reminds us that the universe is fundamentally abundant and generous, and that scarcity exists only in the illusions of the separated mind. The cosmic frequencies that begin to intensify in October 2025 carry within them what spiritual teachers call light codes, packets of divine information that activate dormant potentials within human DNA and consciousness. These light codes are not metaphorical but actual energetic transmissions that upgrade our capacity to perceive, understand, and create reality. As these codes are received and integrated by individuals around the world, we begin to see the emergence of abilities and insights that were considered supernatural or impossible under the old paradigm. The Earth herself responds to these cosmic frequencies with what can only be described as a global energetic recalibration. The planet's energy field, which has been distorted by centuries of fear, violence, and disconnection from natural law, begins to heal and harmonize with the cosmic order. This healing affects everything from weather patterns to geological stability, from the behavior of animals to the growth patterns of plants. The Earth becomes a more hospitable and nurturing environment for all life forms, supporting the evolution of consciousness with natural abundance and beauty. During this recalibration, humanity experiences a profound alignment with truth, love, and divine purpose that permeates every level of society and individual experience. The lies and deceptions that have kept us divided and disempowered begin to lose their hold over our minds and hearts. Truth rises to the surface like oil on water, impossible to suppress or ignore. Love reveals itself as the fundamental force behind all existence, the cosmic glue that holds all things together, and the ultimate source of all power and creativity. Divine purpose awakens within each soul, providing clear guidance about how to contribute to the great work of transformation that defines this new era. We envision the 15 years of peace and prosperity that stretch before us from 2025 to 2040. We must understand that this is not merely wishful thinking or optimistic speculation, but a glimpse into a timeline that has already been established in the higher dimensions of reality and is now beginning to manifest in our physical world. This period represents an unprecedented era of balance, where the masculine and feminine energies within humanity and the Earth achieve a harmony that has been absent for thousands of years. Peace during this time is not simply the absence of war and conflict, but the presence of a deep understanding that violence and aggression are symptoms of disconnection from our true nature, and that true security and happiness can only be found through alignment with love and wisdom. As this understanding spreads throughout human consciousness, the motivations for conflict simply dissolve. Nations begin to see each other as partners in the great adventure of conscious evolution rather than competitors for limited resources. Military spending decreases dramatically as the funds previously used for weapons and defense are redirected toward education, healthcare, environmental restoration, and the support of human creativity and spiritual development. Prosperity during the Aquarian age takes on a meaning far richer than mere material wealth. Though material abundance is certainly part of the picture, true prosperity includes the abundance of clean air and water, healthy food systems that work in harmony with natural cycles, beautiful living spaces that inspire and nurture the human spirit, meaningful work that allows each person to contribute their unique gifts to the collective good, and leisure time for contemplation, creativity, and the cultivation of wisdom. This prosperity is not limited to a privileged few but spreads to every corner of the earth, ensuring that no human being lacks the basic necessities for a dignified and fulfilling life. The creativity that flourishes during this period produces innovations in every field of human endeavor that seem magical compared to the limitations of previous ages. In medicine, practitioners learn to work with the body's innate healing intelligence rather than against it, developing treatments that address the spiritual and emotional roots of illness as well as the physical symptoms. Chronic diseases that have plagued humanity for generations become rare as people learn to maintain the energetic harmony that is the foundation of true health. The average human lifespan extends significantly, not through artificial means but through the natural result of living in alignment with cosmic law and maintaining the vitality that comes from a life of purpose and joy. The spiritual awakening that characterizes this period brings with it a renaissance of consciousness that transforms every aspect of human culture. Education becomes a process of helping young souls remember who they truly are and what they came here to accomplish, rather than merely filling minds with information. Art, music, literature, and all forms of creative expression become vehicles for transmitting the higher frequencies of love, beauty, and truth, healing and inspiring all who encounter them. Science and spirituality merge into a unified understanding that recognizes consciousness as the fundamental building block of reality, leading to discoveries and technologies that seem miraculous. From our current perspective, clean energy technologies emerge that not only provide abundant power without harming the environment but actually enhance the Earth's energy field and support the evolution of all life forms. These technologies are based on principles of sacred geometry, harmonic resonance, and the conscious direction of cosmic forces that have been known to ancient wisdom traditions but suppressed in the modern world. Transportation systems developed that allow people to travel quickly and efficiently anywhere on the planet without pollution or resource depletion, connecting human communities in ways that support cultural exchange and mutual understanding while respecting the unique gifts and perspectives of different regions. Communication during this time evolves beyond the limitations of current technology to include forms of telepathic and intuitive connection that allow human beings to share thoughts, feelings, and insights directly from heart to heart and mind to mind. This development does not diminish the importance of individual privacy and sovereignty, but actually enhances them by allowing people to connect more deeply and authentically while maintaining clear energetic boundaries. Misunderstandings and conflicts that arise from poor communication become increasingly rare as people learn to perceive the true intentions and feelings behind words and actions. The collective healing that takes place during this 15-year period addresses not only the wounds that have been created in recent times but also the ancient traumas that have been passed down through genetic and energetic lineages for countless generations. Humanity undergoes a process of karmic resolution that clears the debts and distortions accumulated over millennia of separation from divine truth. This clearing happens both individually and collectively, as people engage in healing practices that address the root causes of suffering and dysfunction rather than merely treating symptoms. As the vibration of the planet rises to match the incoming cosmic frequencies, the dense energies of fear, hatred, greed, and despair that have characterized the old age simply cannot maintain themselves in the new energetic environment. Like darkness that vanishes when a light is turned on, these low vibrational states of consciousness fade away naturally as people remember their true nature as beings of light and love. This is not accomplished through force or struggle but through the gentle process of remembering and choosing alignment with the highest truth available in each moment. The impact of this transformation on individual human consciousness is perhaps the most profound aspect of the entire process. People begin to experience personal awakenings that completely reshape their understanding of reality, their sense of identity, and their purpose in life. These awakenings are not dramatic spiritual emergencies that disrupt daily functioning, but gentle expansions of awareness that enhance every aspect of the human experience. Individuals discover abilities and insights they never knew they possessed, connect with their spiritual guides and higher selves with unprecedented clarity, and develop an unshakable trust in the benevolent intelligence that guides all of existence. Abundance manifests in people's lives not through struggle and competition but through alignment with their authentic purpose and the natural flow of cosmic support that becomes available when we live in harmony with universal law. Financial systems evolve to support human flourishing rather than concentrating wealth in the hands of a few, creating economic structures based on circulation, generosity, and the understanding that true wealth comes from contributing to the greater good. People discover that when they follow their heart's guidance and offer their unique gifts to the world, all their material needs are met easily and gracefully. Soul clarity emerges as one of the greatest gifts of the Aquarian age. As the confusion and uncertainty that have characterized human existence for so long give way to a crystal-clear understanding of who we are, why we are here, and what we are meant to accomplish during our time on Earth. This clarity does not eliminate mystery or wonder from life but actually enhances them by providing a stable foundation of self-knowledge from which to explore the infinite possibilities of existence. People begin to make decisions from a place of inner wisdom rather than external pressure or fear, creating lives of authenticity, fulfillment, and service to the highest good. The fear-based systems that have dominated human civilization for thousands of years simply cannot survive in the elevated consciousness of the Aquarian age. Governments based on control and manipulation give way to forms of collective organization that honor the sovereignty and wisdom of each individual while serving the common good. Economic systems based on scarcity and competition evolve into abundance-based models that ensure everyone's needs are met while encouraging creativity and innovation. Educational systems that suppress natural learning and creativity are replaced by approaches that honor the unique gifts and learning styles of each child, helping them develop their full potential in service to their own fulfillment and the benefit of all. Religious institutions that have divided humanity through dogma and exclusivity transform into centers of universal wisdom that celebrate the many paths to divine realization while acknowledging the underlying unity of all spiritual traditions. Healthcare systems that treat symptoms rather than causes evolve into holistic approaches that address the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions of healing, empowering people to take responsibility for their own well-being while providing support and guidance when needed. These transformations happen not through violent revolution or the destruction of existing structures but through the natural process of evolution as consciousness expands and new possibilities become available. The old systems gradually become irrelevant as people discover better ways of organizing their lives and communities, much like how a butterfly naturally emerges from a cocoon when the time is right. There is no need to fight against what no longer serves. Instead, energy is directed toward creating and supporting what does serve the highest good of all. Harmony replaces conflict as the dominant mode of human interaction, not because differences of opinion disappear but because people learn to appreciate diversity as a source of strength and wisdom rather than a threat to be eliminated. Cooperation becomes natural as individuals recognize that their own well-being is intimately connected to the well-being of all life on Earth. Higher wisdom guides decision-making at every level of society, from personal choices to global policies, ensuring that short-term desires do not undermine long-term sustainability and flourishing. The themes of forgiveness, manifestation, and divine timing weave themselves throughout the fabric of daily life during this period, creating a reality where miracles become commonplace and what once seemed impossible becomes not only possible but inevitable. Forgiveness reveals itself as the key that unlocks the prison of the past, allowing both individuals and collective humanity to step free from the chains of old grievances and resentments that have kept us trapped in cycles of suffering. This forgiveness is not a mental exercise but a heart-opening recognition that everyone has always been doing the best they could with the level of consciousness available to them at the time. Manifestation becomes a natural ability as people learn to align their thoughts, emotions, and actions with their deepest desires and the highest good of all. The mysterious process by which consciousness creates reality becomes increasingly transparent and accessible, allowing individuals to consciously participate in the creation of their personal experience and their contribution to the collective reality. This is not about manipulation or control but about conscious collaboration with the intelligent forces that guide the evolution of consciousness and the unfolding of divine plan on Earth. Divine timing reveals itself as the perfect orchestration of events that allows every soul to experience exactly what they need for their highest growth and fulfillment. The anxiety and impatience that characterize life under the old paradigm give way to a deep trust in the wisdom of the cosmic process and an appreciation for the perfect synchronicity that connects all things. People learn to recognize the signs and signals that guide them toward their highest destiny, developing an intimate relationship with the invisible intelligence that coordinates all of existence for the benefit of the whole. The rebirth of the human spirit that occurs during this time is perhaps the most beautiful aspect of the entire transformation. Like flowers that have been buried under snow all winter suddenly blooming in the warmth of spring, the authentic nature of humanity emerges from beneath the layers of conditioning, programming, and trauma that have hidden our true beauty for so long. Joy becomes a natural state rather than a temporary emotion, radiating from the deep recognition that we are eternal beings of love and light temporarily expressing ourselves through physical form for the sheer adventure and delight of creation. To understand the profound symbolism of Aquarius and the guidance it offers for navigating this transition, we must contemplate the image of the water-bearer who pours forth an endless stream of divine nectar from an inexhaustible celestial vessel. This water-bearer represents the awakened human consciousness that has learned to channel higher dimensional energies into physical reality, serving as a bridge between heaven and earth, between the infinite and the finite, between the timeless and the temporal. The water that flows from the Aquarian vessel is not ordinary H2O but the liquid light of pure consciousness, the elixir of enlightenment that has the power to transform everything it touches. This sacred water carries within it the codes of liberation, the frequencies of love, and the blueprints of a reality based on harmony, beauty, and truth. As this divine water pours forth from the cosmic vessel, it creates streams and rivers of awakening that flow throughout human consciousness, reaching every heart that is open to receive its transformative power. The vessel itself represents the human heart that has been purified through spiritual practice and aligned with divine will, becoming a perfect conduit for the expression of cosmic love and wisdom. This vessel is not empty but infinitely full, connected to the unlimited source of all creation and capable of pouring forth blessings without ever being depleted. The water-bearer teaches us that when we align ourselves with the source of all life, we become inexhaustible fountains of love, wisdom, creativity, and healing energy. The act of pouring represents the joyful service that becomes the natural expression of an awakened soul, the spontaneous desire to share the gifts we have received with all of life. This is not service born from obligation or guilt but from the overflowing abundance of a heart that has discovered its true nature and cannot help but express that nature through loving action. The water-bearer shows us that true fulfillment comes not from receiving but from giving, not from accumulating but from sharing, not from grasping but from opening our hands and allowing the infinite abundance of the universe to flow through us to benefit all of creation. For those who seek to align themselves with the sacred Aquarian energy as it begins to manifest more powerfully in October 2025, the guidance is both simple and profound. The path of alignment begins with the cultivation of inner stillness through meditation, contemplation, and the regular practice of turning attention inward to connect with the eternal presence that dwells at the center of our being. In this stillness, we discover the peace that surpasses understanding, the love that knows no conditions, and the wisdom that illuminates all questions and dissolves all doubts. Self-love emerges as one of the most important spiritual practices for the Aquarian age, not as narcissistic self-absorption but as the recognition that we are expressions of divine consciousness worthy of the same unconditional love that the universe showers upon all of creation. When we learn to love ourselves completely, including our shadows and imperfections, we become capable of extending that same unconditional love to all of life. Self-love is the foundation upon which all other forms of love are built, and without it, our attempts to love others remain incomplete and conditional. Compassion becomes the natural expression of a heart that has recognized the fundamental interconnectedness of all existence. We begin to understand that the suffering of others is our own suffering, that the joy of others is our own joy, and that the liberation of others is inseparable from our own liberation. This compassion is not sentimental or emotional but practical and wise, expressing itself through actions that genuinely serve the highest good of all beings while honoring the unique path and timing of each individual soul. Connection with universal truth becomes the guiding principle for all thoughts, words, and actions, creating a life of integrity and authenticity that serves as a beacon of light for others who are seeking their own path to awakening. Universal truth is not a set of beliefs or concepts but a living presence that can be felt and known directly through the heart's intelligence. When we align ourselves with this truth, our lives become expressions of divine will, and we find ourselves naturally guided toward experiences and opportunities that serve our highest evolution and the greatest good of all. The guidance for the Aquarian age also includes the essential practice of releasing the past, not through denial or spiritual bypassing but through genuine forgiveness and the understanding that everything that has happened in our lives and in human history has been a necessary part of the journey toward awakening. The past exists now only in memory and has no power to determine our present experience unless we give it that power through our continued attachment to old stories and identities. By releasing the past, we free up tremendous amounts of energy that can be directed toward creating the reality we truly desire. Embracing new ideas becomes easier as we develop the flexibility and openness that characterizes the Aquarian consciousness. The willingness to question old assumptions, consider new possibilities, and experiment with different approaches to life becomes essential for navigating the rapid changes and unprecedented opportunities that define this new era. This does not mean becoming unstable or inconsistent, but rather developing the ability to hold our beliefs and opinions lightly, always remaining open to greater truth and deeper understanding. Trusting in divine flow perhaps represents the greatest challenge and the greatest opportunity for those transitioning into Aquarian consciousness. This trust requires releasing the ego's need to control outcomes and surrendering to the perfect intelligence that orchestrates all of existence for the highest good. Divine flow is not passive resignation but active cooperation with the cosmic forces that guide evolution and support the fulfillment of our deepest purpose. When we learn to trust this flow, life becomes an adventure rather than a struggle, a dance rather than a battle, a creative collaboration with the infinite rather than a lonely journey. Through a hostile universe.as we allow our vision to expand toward the prophetic horizon of what our world might look like by the year 2040. We begin to see the full fruition of the seeds that are planted during the cosmic opening of October 2025. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking, but a glimpse into a timeline that already exists in potential and is rapidly becoming actual through the conscious choices and elevated awareness of awakening humanity. Peace among nations becomes not just an ideal but a practical reality as governments around the world recognize that cooperation serves everyone's interests far better than competition or conflict. International disputes are resolved through dialogue, mediation, and the wisdom of councils that include not only political leaders but also spiritual teachers, artists, scientists, and representatives of the natural world. Military forces are gradually transformed into emergency response teams, environmental restoration crews, and exploration groups that serve to protect and enhance life rather than destroy it. The clean technology that emerges during this period works in harmony with natural systems rather than against them, creating abundance without waste, progress without pollution, and comfort without ecological destruction. Energy systems are developed that tap into the unlimited power of cosmic forces, providing all the electricity, heat, and transportation fuel needed by human civilization without any negative impact on the environment. These technologies are not hoarded by corporations or governments but shared freely for the benefit of all humanity. Creating a world where energy poverty becomes a relic of the past, spiritual education becomes integrated into all learning environments, not as religious indoctrination but as the practical teaching of meditation, energy awareness, emotional intelligence, and the fundamental principles that govern the relationship between consciousness and reality. Children grow up understanding that they are spiritual beings having a human experience, that their thoughts and emotions have creative power, and that their highest happiness comes from contributing their unique gifts to the collective good. Education becomes a process of helping each soul remember and develop their innate abilities rather than forcing everyone into the same mold. Abundance for all becomes not just a slogan but a lived reality as humanity learns to organize economic systems around the circulation of resources rather than their accumulation. Money becomes a tool for facilitating exchange and supporting creativity rather than a means of control or a source of security. Work becomes an expression of love and service rather than merely a way to earn a living. And everyone has access to meaningful opportunities to contribute their talents while having their material needs abundantly met. The technologies of this future world include not only machines and devices but also practices and abilities that integrate the spiritual and material dimensions of existence. Healing technologies work with the energy field of the body and the consciousness of the individual to promote perfect health and vitality. Communication technologies allow for the transmission of not just information but also energy, emotion, and direct knowing from one consciousness to another. Transportation systems utilize principles of dimensional travel that allow people to move instantly from one location to another while maintaining full awareness and integration. This prophetic vision is intimately connected to the awakening of what can be called the Aquarian soul, the aspect of human consciousness that recognizes its cosmic nature and its responsibility to serve the evolution of life on Earth. The Aquarian soul understands that individual awakening and collective transformation are inseparable aspects of the same process. That personal healing contributes to global healing, and that the cultivation of wisdom and compassion in one human heart sends ripples of positive influence throughout the entire web of consciousness that connects all of existence. The collective evolution of humanity during this period includes not only the development of new abilities and technologies but also the recovery of ancient wisdom and capabilities that were lost during the darker ages of human history. People begin to remember their connection to the natural world, their ability to communicate with animals and plants, their capacity for psychic perception and intuitive knowing, and their role as conscious co-creators of reality rather than passive victims of circumstance. As we approach the conclusion of this sacred revelation, it becomes essential to address directly those beautiful souls who have chosen to incarnate at this particular time in history to serve as catalysts, bridges, and midwives for the birth of the Aquarian age. You who resonate with these words, you who feel a stirring in your heart as you contemplate the possibilities that lie before us. You are among the chosen ones, the lightworkers, the starseeds who have come here specifically to assist in this great transformation. Your mission is not separate from your own healing and awakening but is intimately woven together with your personal journey toward wholeness and self-realization. Every step you take toward greater love, wisdom, and authentic expression contributes to the collective field of consciousness that is making this transformation possible. Every moment of compassion you extend, every act of forgiveness you offer, every choice you make from love rather than fear adds to the momentum that is carrying humanity toward its destined awakening. The light that you came here to spread is not something you must manufacture or create, but something that already exists within you as your true nature, waiting only to be uncovered and allowed to shine freely. This light has the power to dissolve darkness wherever it is directed, to heal wounds that have festered for lifetimes, to bridge gaps that have seemed unbridgeable, and to remind others of their own divine nature and unlimited potential. The hope that you carry is not naive optimism but a deep knowing based on your connection to the higher dimensions of reality, where the outcome of this transformation has already been determined in favor of love, light, and the highest good of all. This hope is unshakable because it is rooted not in belief but in direct knowing, not in faith but in experience, not in possibility but in certainty. The truth that you have come here to embody and share is the most radical and transformative message that has ever been offered to humanity. That we are not separate from the divine but are expressions of it. That we are not powerless victims but conscious creators. That we are not alone in a hostile universe but supported by an infinite intelligence that loves us beyond our capacity to comprehend and guides us toward our highest fulfillment in every moment. As pillars of the Aquarian transformation, your role is not to convince or convert anyone but simply to be authentic examples of what becomes possible when a human being aligns with their highest truth and allows divine love to express itself through their unique personality and circumstances. Your very presence in a room, your way of being in the world, your responses to both challenges and opportunities serve as living invitations for others to remember their own divine nature and step into their own power. The time for hiding your light under a bushel is coming to an end. The time for playing small, for doubting your worth, for waiting for permission to be who you truly are is giving way to a new era of bold authenticity, courageous self-expression, and joyful service to the highest good. The world needs what you have come here to offer. And October 2025 marks the beginning of a period when that offering will be received with unprecedented openness and gratitude. As we anchor this vision in the eternal now and allow it to radiate out into the collective consciousness of humanity, let us affirm together with absolute conviction and unshakable faith that the new era of Aquarius is not a distant dream but a present reality that is already beginning to manifest in our world. The cosmic alignments are in place, the light codes are being received and activated, and the transformation that has been prophesied for millennia is now underway. The next 15 years, from 2025 to 2040, will indeed be filled with divine peace that surpasses all understanding, prosperity that extends to every corner of the earth, and purpose that gives meaning and direction to every human life. This is not wishful thinking but prophetic knowing, not hope but certainty, not possibility but destiny. The Age of Aquarius has begun, and we are the ones who have been called to midwife its birth and nurture its growth into full manifestation. The water bearer pours forth an endless stream of blessings, and we are both the vessels through which these blessings flow and the recipients of their transformative power. The divine plan is unfolding perfectly, and we are privileged to be conscious participants in the greatest adventure of spiritual evolution that has ever taken place on planet Earth. The light is winning. Love is the only truth, and the future is brighter than we have ever dared to imagine. Let this knowing fill your heart with joy, your mind with clarity, and your spirit with the unshakable conviction that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you came here to do, at exactly the right time and exactly the right way. The new era of Aquarius is here, and together we are writing the most beautiful chapter in the story of human consciousness that has ever been written, and so it is, and so it shall be, now and for all eternity. The age of separation is ending, the age of unity is beginning, and we are the ones who get to live in this miraculous time of transformation. Blessed be the divine within you, blessed be the light that you carry, and blessed be the magnificent future that we are creating together through our conscious choice to align with love, truth, and the highest good of all existence. The water bearer smiles, the cosmic frequencies sing their song of transformation, and the earth herself rejoices in the return of her children to the garden of divine love. Welcome to the Age of Aquarius, welcome to your true home, welcome to the reality you have always known was possible and have finally chosen to create.